Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Monday, March the 18th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out at any point in time. This message may or may not be for you. So just take what resonates, leave behind the rest, and let's get into this. What I want to say first and foremost is keep your impulses in check today. I think the devil might try to lead you down the rotten pathway, so keep your impulses in check. I think be aware of your weaknesses, be aware of your emotions. We got the moon in Cancer today, and it's going to be trine Saturn, sextile Jupiter, square Mercury, and sextile Uranus. And so be aware of your weaknesses. With the moon sextile Jupiter, this can be very good energy, but it can be overindulgence. And so you're going to want to mind tempering energy. So temperance, the Eight of Wands, was big energies coming through with that transit for me. With the moon trine Saturn, I was sitting in this hanged man energy. So you might have some Pisces in your chart. You might be dealing with the Pisces. I felt the devil in the chariot. It's kind of time to move away from temptations. And so we're in this energy of judgment, gaining new perspectives. I was sitting in some very heavy root chakra. And so we're building solid foundations for the future. So we kind of got to get rid of any fears. We got to get rid of any insecurities. And the devil likes us to stay in states of insecurities because then we're kind of leading the way forward out of states of fear. So I feel right now there's two kind of energies merging, being revealed, being reconciled in the energies, which is kind of creating like a sudden shift in perspective. And so I think we're all kind of gaining some unusual insights. I know my dreams lately have been like crazy loud, very insightful. This massive surge of energy, I feel. We're getting ready for the equinox portal. And so I do feel this Aries surge of energy. I'm a Mercury in Aries. I'm loving this energy right now. And so we're kind of tapping into new emotional realms, new emotional understanding. It's this push towards spiritual growth, emotional growth, intellectual growth. And so right now we kind of have to embrace the restlessness, the Five of Wands energy that we've been sitting in. Because we're breaking free from a deeply rooted pattern. And so these energies are going to create like almost like a combustion type feeling. And so we're kind of on the precipice of changing scenes. It's like the curtain is opening. We're changing scenes. And so you likely have big plans and big dreams. We all do. But the devil wants to keep us stuck in a state of fear. They want us to stray from our path, from our calling. So don't give in to any temptations or vices in the energies. You're going to want to stay focused today. You're going to want to stay focused on moving forward. Keep moving forward. So you also might want to be mindful of any Capricorn Cancer polarities or axis energies you might be working with within your birth chart, within your housing. Because I was really feeling the devil with the chariot energy very strongly, meditating on these energies today. And so the chariot, determination, self-control, the devil, temptation with anything in excess within the material world. And so the energy I feel today is conveying a very strong message that there is like a struggle right now with our inner demons, choosing the higher path, harnessing our personal power. So do not succumb to the darker forces. I was shown like the octopus energy, and it's kind of like the devil energy where the octopus wants to kind of grab onto you and get its tentacles onto you to drag you back down to like the depths of the bottom pits of the ocean. And so it's like trying to steer like a chariot through an inferno, right? And so wearing a blindfold. So we kind of got to get out of that state, I feel. So you might think you're in control, but sometimes the devil has other plans. So just watch your temptations was a big message today. But let's jump in with some cards. Let's see what else needs to come through today. I think we're going to jump in with the Energy Oracle deck. I used it in the For Whoever message. So look at that, Doorway to Spirit. And then we get Doorway to Personal Healing and Happiness, 34 and 35. So we're progressing. But I do feel as we kind of open up the doorway to spirit, this could be like a spontaneous Kundalini activation as we, especially with the trine to Saturn, as we open up the doorway to spirit, we let in all of these light codes, all of this light, but with the light comes the illumination of the shadow, right? In the lower chakras. And so to open up the doorway to spirit is a very challenging process. It's a 32 card breaking down to a 5. And so we do have to face those inner demons, right? Which is a struggle. 5:05 on the timer. So I do feel we're in this portal of divine intervention. And so we have to be willing to walk through the doorway of this healing journey to create unlimited happiness. So let's see what's going on. There might be a perspective shift when it comes to a spiritual understanding, maybe even a religious belief here. But what do we need to know? Somebody's on a journey towards love. So somebody's at the crossroads, and maybe many paths are being presented. It's a 2 energy, and I'll show you the card in a minute. But I feel somebody's already got their bags packed, and they're ready to go on a journey. I feel throat chakra activations. Mercury in Aries is really this energy of asking us to speak up for ourselves. I never have a problem speaking up for myself. I always like 555. Shoot first and think about it later. I kind of jump the gun sometimes too, and I'm working on that. But it's like somebody's already got their bags packed. They're shining a light one last time, maybe taking one last look behind them, and they're going to cross a threshold here. And so somebody might have to release 3 separate paths from the past to go towards a controlled energy. I feel a controlled energy. And so this is about speaking truth. 39. There's like a 10 of Wands energy. Somebody needs to lay down a burden. There's Temperance coming through with the Patience card. So we got a Temperance angel here that is, I feel, bringing some type of balance into a Tower situation. And then we get this woman holding a heart on the bottom of the deck. And then we get the Angel of Love. So I feel this is about mastering like a 4 of Cups vibration. Going through some type of death. A change of scene for sure. 4 of Cups is the energy of feeling stuck, feeling repressed, soul suppression. We've got a feminine here, I think, stepping into owning her inner empress, blossoming abundance. It's a 3 card. So this is about building a solid foundation of self-love, right, is key. And somebody here, I feel, has been all tied up in some type of mindset connected to a relationship belief. So shifting a relationship belief, maybe breaking away from a connection that might appear on the outside as caring, but there's some type of struggling dynamic here. There is a power struggle here, and I feel a mirror soul connection, but I do feel it's to mirror a deeply seated inner wound. So we could have a feminine here that is coming out of a period of restructuring her life after a Tower moment, coming out maybe out of a period of maybe 8 years of soul suppression, depression, and I do feel going towards a true match, but there might be this energy of needing to make a decision. So there is some indecision coming through here, but I do feel we have a very loving woman. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. I feel Queen of Pentacles energy as well. So we've got somebody here very grounded, I feel, on the journey, and I feel leaving the past behind. This is about owning your truth, speaking your truth, not being afraid to step into your authentic essence. And I do feel we've got a feminine here that's got a lot of love to give that I feel is coming into a lot of blossoming abundance. So this might be creating a sudden shift in somebody's perspective. Let's go a little bit further with the Illumination Oracle deck, because I feel some truth has kind of been repressed, and I've been feeling that energy building collectively between the heart and the throat, like almost like a lump in the throat if somebody needs to speak up. So let's see what's been hidden, what's being illuminated. We get the making plans. So we could have somebody here that has been making plans for maybe the last 6 months, maybe since about last October or September. What are they making plans towards? I can't see the cards, so you're going to have to give me a minute, guys. 9:09 on the timer. Definitely making plans, I think, to take a risk. But I feel this risk is going to come with some deep sadness and maybe a very painful loss or ending, and it might mean a loss of finances. So I think somebody's really been planning on taking a risk towards some kind of connection here. We get the Temperance energy again with the Patience. And so I also feel time is running out. Time is of the essence. And there is illumination. Somebody here is finding their determination, I think, to heal a past hurt. To maybe go and visit somebody that they broke up with, that maybe they divorced from. I do feel somebody here needs to heal a past hurt. And this might be a lesson in emotional vulnerability. I do think it's time to embrace change. We can't keep blaming everybody else for our issues, right? So there is an opportunity here for a higher union, a higher level of commitment. I feel somebody's love life is ascending. And I think there's a woman holding a heart here that really left an impression on somebody. I feel a Christ conscious connection here. And I feel there's a storm brewing because somebody needs to speak up. And they're drawn to this woman holding a heart. So I think we're entering a period of growth and expansion and renewal. Get ready to receive a message. Somebody here has been in the dark night of the soul, reliving the past. They've bottled up some emotions. They've not been talking. I think they've got a lot to say when they come forward. And I do feel there is a woman holding her heart on the right path, which is showing somebody where they've been stuck in love. Somebody's really blocked their heart connected to this woman. So let's get some tarot out on this situation and let's see what's going on here. No, we're going to use the Light Seers deck. Let's do the Light Seers deck today. Well, I do think it's time to move on from something here. There's a lot of swords, right? 6 of Swords upright, 7 of Swords in reverse. I do feel maybe somebody left a situation, left somebody all alone, like out stranded in the middle of the ocean. She's all alone on that boat. And all she had to guide her was spirit. And so I do think maybe somebody's got a confession coming forward here. I think a woman here has been very patient. Doesn't have to be a woman, but a feminine. So let's do 9 cards and let's see what needs to come through today. I think money might be an issue. Somebody needs to take a risk. I do think somebody is worried about not having enough to offer. But let's do 9 cards. Let's see, guys. What do we need to be aware of today? Well, we get the Knight of Pentacles, so that's the slowest moving knight of the deck, and he's not even riding the horse. He's kind of just moseying along barefoot. I do feel some very grounded energy, though. And so this is like a seed that was long ago planted, the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo. We get the 4 of Swords, and so we've got this Knight of Pentacles walking right into this healing journey in a state of, nesting almost as well, nurturing self. We get the 8 of Cups in reverse. So I do feel after a period of healing, something is coming back around. There's a flame energy here. And on this 8 of Cups, there's only an Ace of Cups. So let's turn it up, right? It's in reverse. But I do feel there was a feminine that was walked away from. And somebody wants to return to this energy. Somebody where I feel there's like an etheric thread connecting the two of you through the heart. And so there might have been a lower chakra wound needing to be addressed, but I feel this was a seed planted a very long time ago. There's that 4 of Cups right below the 4 of Swords. And so, yeah, this is about healing soul suppression. There is some type of confession coming. Somebody is being urged to go back to somebody that they walked away from. Maybe somebody that they abandoned in their time of need. But there's like a solid foundation here that was built in this processing, right? And so we've got a feminine here that needed to learn to love herself, to find her inner strength and her inner light. And so I feel there's a confession coming. We get the Queen of Cups in reversed. We get the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 444, 444. So divine protection and the 6 of Swords. So I do feel moving on from emotional pain. We've got a feminine here that has gone through deep heart healing. And so this is like an emotional purge. We've had a feminine here that has been sitting in a lot of heavy emotions. And I feel a release of that, right? A release of the past. And we've got a divine feminine here that is birthing a new reality. I do feel it. Somebody is coming back to communicate with an Empress. Maybe the mother of their child, doesn't have to be, but we got a King of Swords energy that's been divinely guided to go back to something from the past. I think all the skeletons in the closet have come out. Maybe this King of Swords needed to cut out a Queen of Wands in reversed. I do feel, yeah, maybe there needed to be an ending first before a love offer could come forward. But we do have a king with a genuine love offer coming forward. He's going to take a risk. He's going to take a risk. I feel a divinely guided risk. And so this is risky, but I do think it can lead to a lot of abundance. So I feel we've got a feminine that needs to go through a final heart purge and to trust that she's being led and guided in the right direction. And that's going to bring forward some communication. So there is this thread energy. There is like a huge weight being released off of somebody's shoulders. So I feel within the next Within the next 4 days, get ready to receive some type of communication. So let's clarify the Four of Cups, though, because this could have been a connection and separation, maybe for like the last 4 years. Yeah, I do feel there's been a lack of communication. There's been a lack of honest, open communication. I think maybe you didn't think you would ever hear from this person again. I think maybe at one point in time, there's the last 4. You thought this was your person. You thought this was something to celebrate, and it just didn't lead anywhere. Maybe your person picked another lover. But I do feel there is a realignment, and what goes around comes around. And I think if somebody kind of left you high and dry, you found that passion for life again. You're coming out the victor. You're coming out on top after maybe a period of disillusionment. So I think there is wish fulfillment here. And I do feel there's a masculine that's really been taking time to go within and meditate and do some heart healing as well. I think maybe they weren't emotionally available, but there is an opportunity to work together again. It's like you had the green light, everything came to a dead stop, and now you're being urged to proceed with caution. I feel somebody here didn't want to see some toxic patterns. Maybe there was some type of betrayal. I do feel a mirror soul connection here for sure. And somebody definitely was connected to something toxic. So the devil had their grip on somebody here. Somebody was like a puppet on the devil's string. And I feel a feminine went into protection mode, and she was protected as a masculine kind of harnessed the ability to master emotions, Cancer. So there was some type of betrayal. There could have even been like a past life betrayal connected to third party. But I feel there is going to be an unexpected choice in love. There is the return of a past lover is kind of what it feels like. So what else do I need to be aware of for the collective today? Let's do this deck. What's the closing message today? I think there was a connection, and this caused a lot of hurt, but it opened you up to a deeper sense of emotional vulnerability. I feel a rebirth. What's the closing message here? Could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. I feel Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. Okay, this is about a mission. I do feel a service mission. And so there is definitely a team of souls connected to this partnership, connected to this life lesson. And so maybe the two of you are here to build some type of practice connected to higher learning, higher study. I do feel there's some type of light body activation going on here, especially with the eclipse energy. We are in the eclipse portal. So I feel new doorways are opening. Somebody here is about to embrace a massive change, but you get to decide. No risk, no reward. And so I think it's like a wild card, right? And sometimes we're not for everybody. Somebody's encouraged to go towards their true north, to face their true north, because the veil's been lifted. And I feel it's like this energy of questioning everything. But I feel somebody's transmitting something telepathically as part of this activation. So if there's been like a void and you've been in like this great cosmic womb of not knowing what's next, I think action is about to be taken. Somebody's remembering the fated soul plan. And I think they're getting ready to take charge of their destiny. Yeah, we've got a King of Cups that is getting the green light. Green light, go. And that's kind of what I got for a message today, guys. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to check out the description box below. There's also an option now to join the membership side of the channel. If you'd like to be a channel member, feel free to check it out. I go live every Thursday at noon, and I do post bonus content over there. Okay, everybody, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.